NASCAR's 1998 50th anniversary season is down to its final Winston Cup race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
What better way to bring down the curtain on this 50th anniversary of NASCAR than to relive a few memorable moments from this man's magical season. For the third time in just 6 years, Jeff Gordon has gotten the gold and left all others chasing rainbows. But this year is not just about titles, it is about history. 23 years ago, the King, Richard Petty, became the first and only driver in the modern era to win 13 events in a single season. In Webster's, 325 pages separate the words champion and legend. For Jeff Gordon today, it's 325 laps. A record-tying 13th one today could place him in the history books alongside one of motorsport's all-time immortal heroes, Richard Petty. This has been an incredible year for Jeff Gordon, one of motorsport's all-time heroes. But, even if he doesn't do it, this has been an incredible year for Gordon. We're talking about there has been a record-setting 4-in-a-row win streak in the summer, a second Brickyard 400 victory, and 2 $1 million No Bull 5 bonus days. Add all that to a championship awards, and Jeff Gordon should have just over 8 million reasons for this to be a season to remember. For more perspective, let's go up to a couple of Winston Cup champion analysts who are standing by with our host, Bob Jenkins.
Thank you, Jerry. And first of all, from all of us at ESPN and ABC Sports, congratulations to Jeff Gordon on winning the 1998 NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. It's been a great year, and he could tie that record here this afternoon. But the fact that we've already wrapped up the championship should not dilute the fact that we've got a great race to look forward to today, Ned.
Oh, yeah. For the Jeff Gordon fans, certainly they're happy they've wrapped up the championship, but now he can go out and race. In the past coming here, he had to be a little bit conservative, but they'll see a different Jeff Gordon here on this racetrack today. And
what began at Daytona in February ends here today as ESPN Speed World presents exclusive live coverage of the Napa 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Well, it's the 33rd and final race of the year, and although Jeff Gordon has already clinched the championships, well, Jeff Gordon could tie King Richard Petty's record for most wins in a season here today. It was back in 1975 that Richard Petty won 13 of 30 races. Jeff could win this 13th here today in his 33rd race of 1998. It's appropriate our first interview is with the King, or I should say the champ, Jerry.
Right, Bob. I had the same problem a moment ago. My mind went blank here. But let's start at the very top here today. Jeff, 23 years ago, Richard Petty won 13 in the year. Today, you could tie that record. That's pretty doggone good company.
Well, I'm just happy to be in the company with Darrell Waltrip in 12. This has been an incredible year for us, and who would have ever thought we would have won 12 races? And this has been a spectacular year for us to be able to win the championship. But there is one thing that we want to do, and that's run well here. A win might be asking a little bit much. We're just trying to come out of here being competitive, and a top 5 would be awesome. But if we get in the top 5 late in the race, the way this team has performed this year, who knows? We might have a shot at winning, and at that point, we'll start thinking about 13 and seeing what we've got.
Jeff, as you scan the year and look back at the very beginning of the season, you guys were good, but not awesome or great as you'd been in years past. Was there a turning point, something maybe had happened, maybe the gas situation in May or something that really ignited this team to get serious about what had to happen?
Well, I think there were several things at the beginning of the year. I think it seemed like every time something happened to us that was bad, either a bad run or run out of gas or me be late to the racetrack, the situation when Rusty and I got together at Richmond, all these things just sparked determination and just got us fired up and got us going. And, we had a couple really bad runs at the beginning of the season, Las Vegas and here at Atlanta, and I think that probably did more for us than anything. We realized that our program was not where it needed to be if we were going to win a championship or if we were going to win many races this year.
Let's talk about the race today as we let you go in just a moment, because the track is drying very, very quickly here. We hope to be able to get underway. The new rule changes here. A lot of drivers very excited about what NASCAR has done, and you seem to be one of them.
Well, it certainly made the cars very comfortable to drive. This racetrack started to get a couple grooves in it late yesterday. I hope that that happens and it goes even to the next step and starts to get like the old Atlanta racetrack, which is a track that I liked and I ran real well at. But it just allowed the cars to run up the track a little bit more and run a couple different grooves. Now with the spoiler and air dam, the cars are stuck much better, running faster, but we're feeling a lot more comfortable. That's going to allow us to be a little more racy. I think this combination at a track like where we were last weekend at Rockingham or Darlington or Charlotte even will really make the cars handle better and allow for some better racing. Here today, I think we're going to see a little bit of that.
Jeff, for the millions of fans who can't get here where I'm standing to talk to you and shake your hand and pat you on the back, let us at ESPN for them congratulate you on championship number 3. What a great way to bring down the curtain on NASCAR's 50th anniversary.
Well, that's what's exciting is, you know, to be able to do it in the 50th anniversary with all the celebrations that have gone on. NASCAR Winston Cup racing is just awesome. It's so wonderful to be a part of it. And for me to be able to have the race team and the sponsors and the people that are behind me that allow me to go out there and do the job that I do is just a great feeling, and I give them a lot of thanks. And you know, I want to thank all you guys at ESPN. These races are just so much fun to be a part of, especially when you're running well, and we've been able to have one of those years that we're only going to look back on and just say wow, and that's the only way you can describe it.
Congratulations again and good luck today. Have a safe one.
Thank you, Jerry.
An all-world year for an All-American boy, Jeff Gordon, his 3rd Winston Cup title in just 6 years on the tour. Bob?
And he joined some great company. Also, David Pearson, Lee Petty, Cale Yarborough, and Darrell Waltrip have won 3 NASCAR Winston Cup championships. Of course, Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty are tied with 7. Jeff Gordon, although he has won the championship, now goes for a record-tying 13th win of the year, trying to tie a record set by the King, Richard Petty, in 1975.
What about the new Winston Cup champion, Jeff Gordon? If he wins today, he's going to tie your modern-era record of 13 wins in a season. Are you rooting against him for that?
Well, no, not really. You know, we're going to try to win the race ourselves. If we don't win it, then fine with me. The big deal that I feel good about is when they break records, they're my records. So, you know, from that standpoint, I feel good about it.
And if you look at what Jeff Gordon has averaged over the last 3 years, it'd take him 16 years now to reach Richard Petty's all-time win mark of 200. Let's go down and hear from Ray Evernham.
And I'm not sure, but I think I saw Ray smile just a few minutes ago. This is a big day for you. They got a big banner they're going to unfurl behind you here in a moment. And a championship is waiting, but there's a race ahead of you, too.
Yeah, and actually I was laughing at you trying to hold on to the pit box without falling off. But, yeah, it's been a great season, and we certainly like to cap it off with a good finish here. We've not run real well here lately, but we got a good car, just real conservative qualifying on my part, and hopefully we can get a top 10 finish and have a real nice celebration tonight.
Just tell us about the week, Ray. Was it all work, or was there a little bit of, well, we've done it, thrown in?
Well, you know, we still work, but, you know, with a lot less pressure than we did last year at this point, and we're able to enjoy, make sure everybody's got their families and things here to help us enjoy this moment. And, you know, we still worked hard. We built this car to come and run here in case we were running head-to-head for points. And, you know, it will really be a big boost for all of us at the shop if this car does run well here.
Okay, I'd like to keep talking to you, but I'm about to fall off of this thing. Congratulations. Best of luck today. Okay, that's the story of one young challenger. Now, how about the story of a guy that's battling at the front of the field today? Let's go to the conversation with Robert Yates.
Coming down, and the 1998 Winston Cup champion, there's the banner above the pit stall. Jeff Gordon is...
Here's Jeff Bodine trying to get on the inside.
Here's Jeff Gordon back in the middle of the pack as he works the high line around Steve Park.
How about Mike Skinner? His car has been fast since they unloaded it here on Friday in practice. Had a good qualifying run, came here very determined. Tried to put that Lowe's Chevrolet in victory lane for the first time this year.
A pink car on the outside, Jerry Nadeau. This is right along with Steve Grissom, the Napa onboard cameras. He tries to follow Jeff Gordon to the front.
And Jeff now goes to the inside. Here comes Ted Musgrave up to the left of Steve Park to take that position away. And Jeff Gordon picks up one as he goes to the inside of Brett Bodine and moves to 16th.
Jimmy Spencer in the car number 23, going by Nadeau. Here comes Gordon as well.
right behind him, we can almost see that car back. That's Jeff Gordon, who has moved into the 9th spot from his starting spot of 21st.
Well, he has nothing to lose here this afternoon. The championship is not on the line. He's already wrapped that up, so you know he's going to drive his heart out. There is his movement toward the front after starting in 21st position. Now up into the top 10 in 9th.
And right behind him, Jeff Gordon. It's called Jeremy Mayfield. Video, how fast he ran, is that better? There we see Jeff Gordon has been able to get by Jeremy Mayfield, now in the 8th position.
Here comes Jeff.
Obviously, he has a great race car again today. Methodically working his way up through the pack. Boy, that's what a difference it was from a year ago for Jeff Gordon.
On board with Mike Skinner now as we look back at Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, we missed him that time. Next time by, we'll see who is the fastest car right now as we'll go down the line. There you see the first 5, Jarrett, Burton, Irwin, Labonte, Bobby Labonte, and Mark Martin.
And the interval between first and second is about 1 3/4 seconds. Look how Jeff is closing in on Mike Skinner.
See Jeff Gordon running right on that white line. Chassis still working well on the DuPont Chevy.
Mark Martin the fastest right now. We'll see if Jeff Gordon shows up here.
But he is catching Mike Skinner.
Yep. Mark Martin was the fastest that lap, and Bobby Labonte was second quick. Oh, he's almost down the apron.
Once he goes to the corner, Skinner's going to go in high, and Jeff Gordon's going around the bottom of the racetrack, and look how he closes in. But obviously that line is working better for Skinner, or otherwise he would be back on the bottom with Jeff Gordon.
Gordon makes another bid, but just can't get by Mike.
He'll do it down the next corner. We'll go out the start-finish line, complete in lap 29. Just turned on your TV. We had a rain delay here at the Napa 500, but back to green flag. The track is okay, and Jeff Gordon's car is moving.
He's battling Mike Skinner for 7th position. The car's wheel to wheel as they go down the backstretch and through turn number 3, and now Gordon completes the pass and has 7th.
A little over 7 seconds behind the leader, Dale Jarrett.
The 325 that make up. Jeff Gordon, who started back in 21st position, has already worked his way up to 5th. Some race fans are hoping to see what could be a record-tying performance by Jeff Gordon this afternoon. If he can win, he will have 13 victories on the year, and that will tie a mark that was set by Richard Petty in the 70s.
Trying to get their laps back. Brett Bodine trying to stay in front of Jeff Gordon, but look at Gordon come through the middle of this corner.
Boy, he's closing in quickly and will take the opportunity to make a pass coming off corner number 4, and Jeff Gordon will lead lap number 87.
Here comes Ward Burton. Now Brett Bodine is...
There is Jeff Gordon, who has a little more than a 3/4 second lead. Now make that over a second lead, about 1.1 seconds over Joe Nemechek and Dale Jarrett.
And back up near the front, there's Jeff Gordon, of course, still leading with a comfortable lead. But
you to click off, and Jeff Gordon right now has led 73 circuits. Hamilton won this year at Martinsville. Jeff Gordon has been in victory lane 12 times in '98, and again we repeat, he can tie the record set by Richard Petty of 13 wins in a season with a victory here tonight. Talk about his top 5 finishes this year. Well, 21 of the 25 have been 3rd or better. Doesn't get much better than that.
No, he's had there's nothing much more we can say about Jeff Gordon's year.
World back live with you at Atlanta Motor Speedway as Jeff Gordon leads The Napa 500 with 180 laps completed, about a 2.5-second advantage over Jeff Burton. The 42 car of Joe Nemechek, who is running so strong, has Gordon crosses the stripe, completing lap 185, and he's got a 2.1-second advantage over Jeff Burton. There is Jeff. They're going to throw another caution in 5 laps, and again give these guys an opportunity. Ending the season with 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s. Speed is reduced as the caution comes out for the mandatory pit stop.
And once again, Kyle Petty, he was the next car to be lapped by Jeff Gordon, and Kyle remains on the lead laps.
Flawless stop for Jeff Gordon. 4 tires going on. A lot of guys racing out of the pit road early. Must have just taken 2 tires. Gordon dodges a bullet on the 94. Mike Skinner wins the race.
He has those 4 fresh tires. Does he have enough time to get to the front? Oh, he just moves on the inside of Morgan Shepherd.
That's a battle for 6th position as Morgan Shepherd is.
Gordon and Morgan Shepherd, you wonder if there is any damage to the right front fender on Jeff's car. He might have pushed that thing in, and the tire, once we go back to green, may be rubbing. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. And it's even more hard with that multicolored car.
Yes.
Than it would be if it was a solid.
It certainly isn't rubbing now, but hard to say.
Take a look at the Bud race recap. At the moment, Mike Skinner is the leader with 9 laps up front. We've had 10 lead changes and 5 caution periods, totaling 65 laps. Here are the drivers who have led laps. Jeff Gordon will pick up the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. We also Mike Skinner's best career finish, 3rd. He's done that on 2 occasions, most recently at the Pepsi 400 at Daytona.
And Trickle goes by Schrader.
Schrader gets back down right in front of Jeff Gordon. So they're going to get back on the low line. Mike Skinner got himself a good jump. Remember, all those cars in front of Gordon only took 2 tires. Gordon took 4.
Jeff moves to the inside of Kenny, coming off of corner number 4 through the quad oval area, across the line, and Gordon will pick up the spot on Ken Schrader. And now here comes Dale Jarrett.
Now he's going to lose a couple more spots as Jarrett comes along.
Evidently, those 2 tires make a difference. I mean, 4 tires make a difference in speed, which we suspected that. But would they have enough time to get back to the front? Boy, Gordon is charging hard.
He sure is. Now he looks to the inside of Dick Trickle, coming off corner number 4.
Jarrett took a look on the inside of Gordon.
And he's there. He's there. Gordon stands on the gas on the outside. Can he maintain that spot? Jarrett is still there. He's got position.
This is the battle for 5th spot. They are wheel to wheel, and now Jeff's going to have to lift because he came up behind Dick Trickle, and Jarrett takes over the 4th spot. He is a fender ahead of the 90 car.
Clear, all clear. Keep digging, buddy. Go bring
That's 4th, 5th, 6th. Right now, Jeff Gordon is battling for that 5th spot.
It is still Mike Skinner up front with Todd Bodine 2nd and Dale Earnhardt 3rd. Dale Jarrett is coming up quickly, though, on Earnhardt.
And Earnhardt moves to the inside. Jarrett's going to the outside.
Can Dale pull off the pass up high? Yes, he can.
All clear. That's the way. Pass him on the outside.
Suits me.
And here comes Jeff Gordon to the low side of Dale Earnhardt.
Down for 4th spot.
And Bobby Hamilton.
Jeff Gordon is saying to Mike Skinner, just hold him up for a few minutes. Hold him up for a few minutes while I get there.
Looking back from Mike Skinner's car. Now Jarrett makes the move out of corner number 2.
24's coming.
Down the backstretch, he's got him. Jarrett leads.
And this could be the manufacturer's championship. It is at stake. If a Ford wins, it wins the championship. If a Chevrolet wins, the Chevrolet wins. And here comes Gordon. He's got Ford race tires, too.
And he moves to second, passing Mike Skinner. Skinner hanging tough, though, on the outside. We've got 10 laps to go.
24's going to see a lot of that next year in the back end of that car.
Yeah, but he's coming on the back of that car right now. He is gaining.
Looking for 13 wins in 1998.
9 to go. 9.
And this is the way it should end for the manufacturer championship. Whoever wins this race will be the fastest Skinner on the outside. Meanwhile, the 8 laps to go this time.
8 to go. 8.
It's a familiar sight for 1998, as so many times we have seen up front the 88, the 24, and the 6. Right now, Mark Martin is in 6th position. The battle is between Jarrett and Gordon.
That's right. It looks like that Jeff Gordon isn't able to close in on Dale Jarrett.
Gordon, you got to run. Couldn't quite get up beside him. Boy, did he come off the turn 2 that time.
There will be 6 laps to go when they cross the line, and now Jeff's got a good run also coming off corner number 4. They come down in front of the main grandstand. They're side by side, and Gordon has the lead.
Oh, and Jarrett gets him a little bit loose. He has to chase the car up the hill. Can Jarrett get back underneath him? No, he can't.
5 to go.
If Gordon wins, he ties the record of 13 wins in a season established by the King, Richard Petty, in 1975.
Dale Jarrett said his car is tight. Just said right then.
5 laps to go because he is 6th. And the white flag is going to come out. There it is. Jeff Gordon takes the white flag. 1 more lap to go. And he's got about a 0.6 of a second lead on Dale Jarrett, with Mark Martin running back in 3rd, but he's more than 2.5 seconds behind. Gordon comes up on the 35 car of Darrell Waltrip. And another mark is established and put in the record books by the young man who has won his 3rd NASCAR Winston Cup championship in 1998. Jeff Gordon wins the Napa 500. It's his 13th victory of the year, and he ties Richard Petty in a great battle for that 4th position between Jeff Burton and Todd Bodine.
I don't know who won that battle.
It was tight. In grand style, Jeff Gordon and the Rainbow Warriors chalk up another win here at Atlanta. The 13th time that John has been in victory lane. John Kernan?
Ray Evernham right now talking to his driver, getting ready to put the headset away for the last time this year. Now he's telling Jeff what exactly to do.
Cup season for Jeff Gordon as he ties Richard Petty for most wins in a single season. The King's mark set back in 1975. And from that moment on, cheers and congratulations from everyone to this 27-year-old man originally from California, but he calls Pittsburgh, Indiana his home. Jeff Gordon, the champion of 1998.
How about a champagne bath, huh? They don't care.
Now fireworks begin to go off on either side of the stage here at the start-finish line. What a celebration, what a day, what a night it has been for all of us as we conclude the 1998 Winston Cup season. We certainly want to thank all the NASCAR officials and track people who have been so kind to us as we have traveled from coast to coast and border to border to bring you all of the excitement of the 98 season. The 50th anniversary season, as a matter of fact. of NASCAR's Winston Cup Series has been one to remember as Jeff Gordon raises the trophy in celebration once again. We've had great races, a new winner, and the performance of a driver who rates among NASCAR's very best.
Stock car racing is recognized as the greatest public proving ground in the world,
where hundreds of stock car racing fans from all over the nation gathered for the Grand National Circuit 160-mile championship race. How's the track?
Great fast, always fast. He'll always be the king of stock car racing.
Richard Petty's been the best for quite a while.
The only guy that only comes close to him right now is Earnhardt.
To me, he's a true champion because he wins championships by racing for championships. To be a true champion, I think he's supposed to win races.
He gets in a race car, he's a hell of a race car driver.
This guy's naturally gifted. He's a hell of a driver. End of story.
This is the race for the win of the Daytona 500. It'll be Earnhardt coming to the stripe.
Here he is. The crowd is on its feet cheering for the winner of the inaugural Las Vegas 400, Mark Martin.
It's not the Pontiac, it's the driver that does so well here, and he did it again.
Bobby Hamilton has done it, and man, was he impressive today.
Oh, and Earnhardt gets there. Elliott hard in the wall.
Major crash here on the front stretch.
Welcome to NASCAR's Night in Hollywood.
Oh, and the contact, and Jeff spins, and Charlie Bonnie comes back to the line in front.
Well, I seen the checker flag. I couldn't believe it. That's my lifetime dream right here.
Jeff Gordon wins the 1998 Brickyard 400.
A week ago, you drove your heart out. You wanted it in the worst way. You said you were going to go home and come back and kick tail. You did tonight.
Looks at the checkered flag, takes the checkered flag, and wins the Noble $5 million for the second time this year. They're coming to the line for the win. It is Jeff Gordon.
What an example of courage and perseverance. We have one spent athlete here.
First time in its 39-year history, the July race at the Daytona International Speedway has been postponed.
I don't think I've ever had a car that was so dominant as I had today.
Jeff Gordon comes to the stripe and clinches the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship for 1998.
I've been around a good long while, and this kid is dominating right now.
He's just awesome. What the 24 car is doing is extraordinary.
Jeff Gordon is an awesome race driver.
Maybe he's just better. I don't know. At 24, Bud stepped on it. They still got it, I tell you.
I'm looking in the mirror, and here he comes.
Got to give them credit. They get the job done.
I mean, those guys, they do it. I mean, I don't know. I know how, but they just do it.
I don't know. Jeff Gordon may win them all.
And at just 27 years of age, how many more titles are ahead? The season is over. We'll see you in Daytona.